Welcome back. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself what happens to the waste you produce at home and where does it all go? For most of us, waste is not something that demands much thought. But what if we were required to reduce our waste, and how would you go about doing it? Well, the answer is a lot easier than you might think. June Wrigley lets us know how.
The UAE has always had a penchant for acquiring world records, but being one of the largest producers of waste per capita, not only in the GCC, but in the world, is certainly not something to be proud of. According to the Worldwide Fund for Nature Living Planet Report 2010, the UAE has the highest ecological footprint in the world per capita. An average of over 1,600 kilograms of waste per person per year is produced in the Emirates. With such a dauntingly high number, where do we even start to reduce our waste? Bokashi is a simple answer. Bokashi is a Japanese word that means fermented organic waste. This is a way to recycle all leftover food matter. With the help of friendly microorganisms or probiotics in the form of a bran, the food waste is pickled, not rotten. By layering the Bokashi bran with food waste, over time the waste is converted into useful organic compost.
That is a new bin that's just been filled. This bin it's been in here for 2 months. As you can see, there's white mold on both of these. It's good mold. It means that the process is working properly. Another byproduct of Bokashi is a juice, Janine?
A liquid.
A liquid. Yeah. And what you would do is drain it sort of every 3 to 4 days. And what we can smell now is a sweet and sour smell. It's sharp, but it's not unpleasant. So there you have your Bokashi liquid. The other thing to do is simply just take a jug, 10 mils to 1 litre, and now you have liquid fertilizer for your plants. So what we've done now is we've just dug a smallish hole, put that over there, and you can literally put it anywhere in your garden that you've got place for. There goes the waste. And then now that this is in here, you can see there's an avocado, skin, potato peels, apple. But what you would do now is just sort of...
Bokashi kits cost 360 dirhams for the bin and compost bran. This may seem a little high in the short term, but in the medium and long term, you save on buying fertilizer and plastic bags. But more importantly, you are decreasing the kilos of waste produced and your carbon footprint.
If you think that we are importing a lot of compost into this country, that to me has always been an issue, because why would you increase your carbon footprint by bringing all that in and importing another country's waste, which, we're producing our own. We don't really need to bring anyone else's here. So it's just a matter of seeing how can we do this thing. So, yes, there's something to be said for it.
Perhaps as a result of living in a nation inhabited by a vast majority of expats, the average UAE resident feels little responsibility towards the environment. But a growing number of residents disagree and are doing their part by using solutions like Bokashi.
We're a family of 4, and it's very easy. When I make the dinner, I just have a plastic bag on the side and I just put it in during the day and just keep the bag. Sometimes I have a bin, it depends. And some days it's a lot, and some days it's not so much. And then at the end of the day, I put it in the bin, put the brand on, and put on the lid again. And it's very easy. Important for me, for my healthy lifestyle, and for my kids as well, and for my grandchildren maybe in many years. So I want to take care of the environment.
If everyone in the world lived like the average UAE resident, then we would require 4.5 planet Earths to keep up with UAE consumption and CO2 emission rates. Government initiatives such as the ban on plastic bags by 2013 is a step in the right direction, but simply not enough. There is a pressing need for all residents to take responsibility for their waste, and with simple solutions such as Bokashi, there is no excuse. June Wrigley, 7 National News.
And in sport, former Pakistan Test captain Mohammad Asif and opening bowlers Mohammad Amir and Salman Bas were charged on Friday by British prosecutors for taking bribes to fix incidents in the fourth Test against England at Lord's last year. The trio, along with a fourth man, 35-year-old sports agent Mazhar Majid, had been charged with conspiracy to obtain and accept corrupt payments, and also with conspiracy to cheat. And looking every inch a class act, Musabah Al Muhaida's stable star Snaffy romped to a 4 3/4 length victory in the Jebel Ali Mile, the feature race at Friday's Jebel Ali race meeting. Jockey Richard Hills had his mount travelling easily for the early part of the trip and found the acceleration inside the final furlong to pull away for a comfortable victory. And something for the kids, just a short drive from Jumeirah, the outdoor activity centre Desert Ranch is proving to be an adventurous and educational experience for children of all ages, as reporter Zenefa Fatima finds out.
With the aim of educating children about the Arab culture, the environment and the history of the UAE, Desert Ranch, an outdoor classroom, is set on a 2.4-kilometre property. A veritable menagerie boasting a wide range of animals for children to interact with, such as camels, goats and ducks. The aim of the centre is to educate students about the economical and practical issues of keeping animals in desert ecosystems while having a bit of fun at the same time.
We have a new activity which is the camel cuddling. So we have a 1-hour activity where customers will get up close and personal with our camels. We have a really cuddly set of camels in Dubai. They will go in and they will learn about the different adaptations of the camel to the environment.
While cuddling a camel isn't the first thing that comes to mind when you come to Dubai, the centre's camel cuddling program is a fun way for both kids and expats alike to learn how these desert-dwelling mammals have played a significant role in Arab culture.
Yeah, so we have a herd of camels that are really, really very friendly, and everybody's perception of camels is they're quite vicious. They bite and they kick and they attack. And actually, camels are very, very sensitive animals, and if you treat them well, they never, they're not very non-aggressive. It's only through how the interaction they have with people. So our camels are all really friendly.
It is very fantastic. I like Desert Ranch a lot. It's full of fun animals, and it just keeps kids entertained for a long time, just to help them learn about animals of our nature.
There's no shortage of activities here in the desert for the children. Combine that with the education they will receive about the Bedouin life, Emirati history and culture. The Desert Ranch is sure to offer an exciting day for anyone of any age. Zenefa Fatima, 7 National News.
And with that, let's take a look at the local and international weather forecast for tomorrow. Before we head out, here are the top stories again. Ruler of Dubai sends children to Germany for medical treatment. RAK Airways to launch new routes. And Alain Aerobatic Show presents the world's best pilots. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, please feel free to get in touch with us at news@city7tv.com or by calling us on 04367 2230, and do join our Facebook page. From the entire news team, it's goodbye for now.